morning, boys and girls, and welcome to Storytime. And I hope you parents are out there watching too, because this makes the experience much better if you share it with your child. So let's start with our good morning song, shall we? Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Our day is beginning, there's so much to do. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning. Let's start by counting, shall we? Now, how far do you want to count today? I'm listening. 1,000? Oh, I don't want to be here all day counting. Let's see, a little smaller than that. 19. Ooh, that's a good number. I don't know if we've ever counted just to 19. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Very good. Wow, I'm proud of you. Let's do our alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And let's sing our ABCs, shall we? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Very good. And our letter for today is the letter T. T. See, what starts with the t sound? I heard somebody say truck and toys and the name Tommy or Thomas. Let's see, what else starts with the letter T? Turtle. And what we are celebrating a special holiday this month called Thanksgiving. Are you going to have Thanksgiving dinner with any of your family? That's usually what we try to do, is get together with family and friends, and we're thankful for all the blessings we've had, all the wonderful things that have had in this year. And it's a little bit, this has been a tough year, but if you've been healthy, then that's a good blessing. And if you've had a job or food on your table, then that's a blessing. And being with your family is a blessing too. Now let's listen to our first story about Thanksgiving. One is a Feast for a Mouse, a Thanksgiving tale written by Judy Cox and illustrated by Jeffrey Ebler. After Thanksgiving dinner, Mouse crept out of his hidey hole and looked around. Do you see him peeking up at the top? The house was quiet,
Dad snoozed in his chair with his book. Mom dozed in front of the TV. Outside, the kids played football in the crisp yellow leaves. Cat curled up by the fire. He yawned and stretched his stripy tail. Then he closed his greeny eyes and went to sleep. Looks like Dad might be snoring. What do you think? Mouse scampered up the tablecloth. Thanksgiving leftovers were still on the table. So much to eat! Mouse saw a teensy tiny, toothsome green pea all by itself under a plate. Give thanks, he thought. One will be a feast for me. Mouse rolled the pea across the tablecloth to take it back to his hidey hole. But his eyes were bigger than his stomach. He saw 6 leftover cranberries glowing like rubies on a silver saucer. I'll just take one, he said to himself. One is a feast for me. He balanced one cranberry on top of the pea and started once again across the table to his hidey hole. Just then he saw 3 olives, black and shiny in a dish. I'll just take one, he thought. One is a feast for me. He put the olive on top of the cranberry, on top of the pea, and carried the tidbits across the table. Then he saw the carrot sticks, crunchy and munchy and orange. I'll just take one, he thought. One is a feast for me. He stuck one carrot stick into the hole in the olive, balanced both on top of the cranberry, on top of the pea, and started back to his hidey hole. Then he saw the mashed potatoes. Mouse potatoes! There was just one scoop left on the plate. I'll just take the plate, Mouse thought. What a feast I will have! He balanced the plate of potatoes on top of the carrot stick in the hole in the olive, on top of the cranberry, on top of the pea. Mouse started off across the table. He's being watched by the pilgrims. Then he saw the gravy, brown and luscious in the silver gravy boat. Gravy for the mouse potatoes, he thought. I must have that for my feast. And he balanced the gravy boat on top of the mashed potatoes, on top of the carrot stick stuck in the olive, on top of the cranberry, on top of the pea, and he started off. I don't know. That's getting awfully tall. But then he spotted the pumpkin pie. One slice of pie, brown and dimpled with a collar of fluffy cream. So he balanced the pie on top of the gravy boat, on top of the mashed potatoes, on top of the carrot stick stuck in the hole in the olive, on top of the cranberry, on top of the pea, and he started off across the table. I don't think I could carry all that. The pie slid, but Mouse caught it just in time. Mouse bobbed and bobbled across the tablecloth on the way to his hidey hole for his Thanksgiving feast. He didn't see Cat, creeping, creeping closer and closer. Uh-oh. But Mouse saw the turkey, brown and juicy, surrounded with parsley. Much was gone, but there was enough left for a mouse feast, or even 2. I'll just add that, thought Mouse, and he carefully placed the turkey platter on the very top of his pile. On top of the pie, on top of the gravy, on top of the mashed potatoes, on top of the carrot stick stuck in the hole in the olive, on top of the cranberry, on top of the pea. Oh! He started off across the table to his hidey hole, and there, at the table's edge, he met Cat. C-A-T, greedy-eyed and hungry, clawing up the table on the tablecloth. What does the kitty cat want? Mouse skidded to a stop. The turkey wibbled and wobbled, slid and slipped. Mouse danced to keep his feast balanced, pirouetted like a ballerina, juggled like a platter spinner, but off slid the turkey, whoosh, with a plop, landing smack on the cat. Uh-oh. Look at the kitty cat. Down crashed the pumpkin pie and the boat with the gravy. Down crashed the mashed potatoes with a clatter that woke Mum. Down fell the carrot stick, still impaled in the olive. Down went the cranberry, which rolled, leaving a red track across the tablecloth. Down went the pea, all catterwampus off the table, rolling onto the floor. Off scampered Mouse, quick as a bandit, back to his hidey hole ahead of the cat. He huddled in his hidey hole, his heart pitter-pattered. He peered out. Down came the broom on the stripy green-eyed cat. "Bad kitty!" shouted Mom. "Outside!" And she swept the cat out the door. Mouse looked around, whiskers trembling with fright. No Thanksgiving feast for me, he thought. Just then he spotted, glowing in the corner, one teensy tiny, round and toothsome, green and luscious pea. "Give thanks," he said. "One is a feast for me." So see that the mouse got greedy. He wanted all those foods, and he ended up with just one pea. And that poor kitty cat got blamed for making the mess, didn't he? The end.
Welcome back to Craft Time. And I want to tell you that the pieces that I have here that I show you are available at the library on Fridays. We're open from 10 to 2, so you can come out. They'll be in the lobby all day. But if you can't come on Friday, if you call the library, we can put a packet together for you so you can pick up the craft things to make them at home. Okay? So this is what we're making today. You're going to start with two pieces, the body of the turkey and his tail. And so you're going to color the different parts of the body. He's got this red part here is called the snod. Did you know that? That hangs down. And he's got a beak, and then his body and feet. And then the back part, like I said, is his tail, like it's all opened up. See how I colored mine to look like a big rainbow. And that part is really fun to color because when you use your crayon on the paper plate and you're coloring, but when you go like this, can you hear that noise it makes? And so you use different colors and you go all around the plate and you put lots of colors. And then I used a glue stick to hold my body on the plate, but I wasn't sure if that was going to be strong enough. So if you ask a grown-up, they might have either some regular glue or a stapler and put just one or two in there to hold the body up on the plate. And then you can punch a hole in the top of the plate, and with a piece of yarn, you can hang it. In fact, I'll try and remember and put some yarn in the kit with there for you, okay? So remember, you can come on Fridays to pick up your kit if you want, or call the library and we'll get one ready for you. Now let's listen to our second story.
Pearl and Squirrel Give Thanks by Cassie and Ryan Ehrenberg. Inside a box beside the old corner store live Pearl and Squirrel. Do you see them down there in the corner? Pearl loves to play. Her favorite place is the park. That's where she met her best buddy, Squirrel. Squirrel can be shy, but he's very smart. He likes to read and learn new things. And it looks like he's reading a book about frogs. Together, they roam the city looking for adventure. One morning, Pearl wakes up extra hungry. "Get up, Squirrel," she shouts. "Oh, just a few more minutes," groans Squirrel. Pearl nudges him. "Come on, I'm hungry." They head out to the park looking for something tasty to eat. Squirrel would like to eat something fancy. It looks like would like cheese and a strawberry. Pearl is much less picky. She's eating out of the garbage can. They see Stan, the food cart man. He's always kind and happy to share. "There you are," he calls. "I have something for you. A special treat for Thanksgiving." Squirrel eats slowly. Pearl does not. And if you have a puppy, you know they like to gobble their food. Pearl wonders what Thanksgiving is. Thanksgiving is when you share what you're thankful for with family and friends, Stan explains. "I'm always thankful to spend time with you two." Pearl gives Stan a goodbye lick before they continue to the park. "Hey, Squirrel, let's try Thanksgiving. We can point out all the things we're thankful for," Pearl says. Squirrel responds with a shrug. "Okay." They walk through yards. "I'm thankful for Fetch," Pearl calls. They walk through playgrounds. "I'm thankful for Jump Rope," Pearl yells. At last they enter the park. "I'm thankful for this fountain to swim in," says Pearl. "Yuck, it looks dirty," Squirrel replies. They reach the meadow. "I'm thankful for new friends," Pearl calls. "I'd rather sit," Squirrel says. "I'm thankful for this cuddly nap spot," Pearl says sleepily. Squirrel just nods. Crack! They wake to rain pouring from the sky. Pearl watches as people take their pets and leave the park in a hurry. "We'd better get home," Squirrel shouts. The streets are cold and wet. Pearl and Squirrel shiver in the damp air. For the first time that day, Pearl feels sad. She wishes they had a real home. "I'd be thankful to live here, nice and warm with hot food each day," Pearl says with a sigh. Oh, poor puppies. When they get back home, their box is already soaked. Pearl curls up in the driest corner. "I don't feel very thankful anymore," she says quietly. "You know what, Pearl?" Squirrel asks. "You're my best friend. No matter where we live, I'm most thankful for you." Pearl smiles wide. "Squirrel, you're doing Thanksgiving." Pearl and Squirrel cuddle together and try to stay dry. But soon the soggy box is breaking apart. Shivering in the cold, the two suddenly hear footsteps getting closer. They look out to see Stan. "There you are. I've been looking all over for you two," he says with a smile. "I thought you might be cold on a night like this. Want to join me for a nice Thanksgiving dinner?" Pearl jumps into Stan's arms and Squirrel cuddles into his shirt pocket. They look pretty happy to me. Stan helps them get clean and dry. "I'm thankful for soap," Squirrel says. "I'm thankful for towels," Pearl shouts. Next, they sit down for a tasty holiday dinner made just for them. "You know," says Stan, "I have plenty of room here if you'd like to stay and live with me." Pearl and Squirrel jump up and give him a big hug. I'll take that as a yes, Sans says with a laugh. Pearl and Squirrel are thankful to have a new family and their own place to belong. Look at that fancy little tree house Squirrel has. The end.
Gobble, gobble, welcome back. I thought we'd do a little rhyme today, and it goes like this. One fat turkey went strutting by. So he sort of works like this. He shook his feathers and he winked his eye. He flapped his wings and his head he gave a wobble. He looked at me and said, gobble, gobble. Would you like to try that with me? Okay. One fat turkey went strutting by. He shook his feathers and he winked his eye. He flapped his wings and his head he gave a wobble. He looked at me and said, gobble, gobble. Very good. Now, just a couple reminders for you kids and you parents. First of all, Sam the Scarecrow is still in the lobby if you want to come and get your picture taken with him. And then just another reminder that we are having our special "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" with Stage Right on virtual. That will be December the 8th. That's a Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. So make sure you get registered so they can give you and send you the link so that you can watch "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" with Stage Right. Okay? So let's conclude with our last song, and I hope all of you have a very happy Thanksgiving. We will actually be closed on Thanksgiving Day, that's Thursday, and Friday the day after. But I hope you all have a good holiday. Thank you.
The more we get together, together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.